saying, "Life is a gift for which we are grateful." We gather in community to celebrate the glories and the mysteries of this great gift.
Hi, and welcome to worship with First Church. My name is Chris Holton Jablonski, and it is my great joy and privilege to serve First Church as its minister. And I wanted to welcome you today and share some exciting news. Along with your hardworking Board of Trustees, we've decided to share all online offerings with incredible organizations doing wonderful work in the world. And so our first one for the month of June, all of our online offerings, all non-pledged online offerings, will be shared with the Chelsea Collaborative. The Chelsea Collaborative is an incredible organization. As many of you know, Chelsea has the highest incidence of COVID-19 here in Massachusetts. And the Chelsea Collaborative has been working closely with immigrant communities who have been especially hard hit by the virus. They've been helping them with food, helping them with housing, all sorts of ways. And so please do be generous. Again, all non-pledged offerings are going to be shared equally with the church and the Chelsea Collaborative in the month of June. And then we'll shift to another wonderful organization in July, and then so on. So many of you have asked what you can do in this moment, and this is just one small way that we can be of support to incredible organizations that are on the front lines, making huge differences in so many people's lives. So you can follow the link that we share at the end of this video, or you can just go to uubelmont.org/giving, and you can make any online offerings there. So we're deeply grateful for all you are and all you do and all the ways that together we face this moment. So welcome. Let us worship together. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. All in this room, I hear you singing everywhere. All in this room, I hear you singing everywhere. All in this room, I hear you singing everywhere. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Up above my head, I hear you singing everywhere. Up above my head, Up above my head, I hear you singing everywhere. I really do believe there's a heaven somewhere. Up above my head, I hear you singing everywhere. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere.
This is Suddenly Awake with Awe by Reverend Gretchen Haley. Do not fail to be surprised by the catching of your breath, the quickening of your heart, the fullness of your eyes. Wide and suddenly awake with awe. Here is a place filled with wonder, that still there might be something new born today, that we might be born anew today. Do not fail to notice the changing, the life full and abundant, already beginning, by our coming together, already possible by the promises we make, to give, to receive, to become more together, and to forgive. Again and again, the falling short, that is always and already here. Here we find ourselves among the courageous, feeling ourselves, trying to become brave, with each in and out of breath, each word, each pause, each song. We give thanks to be on this journey in this faith together.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
This is Choose to Bless the World by Rebecca Parker. Your gifts, whatever you discover them to be, can be used to bless or curse the world. The mind's power, the strength of the hands, the reaches of the heart, the gift of speaking, listening, imagining, seeing, waiting. Any of these can serve to feed the hungry, bind up wounds, welcome the stranger, do the work of justice, offer love. Any of these can draw down the prison door, hoard bread, abandon the poor, obscure what is holy, comply with injustice, or withhold love. You must answer this question. What will you do with your gifts? Choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world is more than an act of will, a moving forward into the world with the intention to do good. It is an act of recognition, a confession of surprise, a grateful acknowledgement that in the midst of a broken world, unspeakable beauty, grace, and mystery abide. There is an embrace of kindness that encompasses all life, even yours. And while there is injustice, anesthetization, or evil, there moves a holy disturbance, a benevolent rage, a revolutionary love, protesting, urging, insisting that which is sacred will not be defiled. Those who bless the world live their life as a gesture of thanks for this beauty and this rage. The choice to bless the world can take you into solitude, to search for the sources of power and grace, native wisdom, healing, liberation. More, the choice will draw you into community, the endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith, the life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us can save the world alone. Together, that is another possibility waiting. This is one of those moments where we choose to bless the world. This is one of those moments where we choose to not be lulled into complacency and sleepy acceptance of half-life and half-truth, but rather choose to wake ourselves. but rather choose to open our eyes, open our whole selves, and take in this strange and powerful and terrible and beautiful moment. This moment in which so much is stirring, in which so many are suffering. This moment in which we are stretched to the breaking and past it. Now, right here, right now, we can choose to bless the world. These are the words of Buddhist teacher Reverend Angel Kyoto Williams in her essay, Your Liberation is on the Line, which I commend to you all. She writes, I think we are finally at a place where we can accept the truth that no one escapes from oppression, not one of us. Everyone is deeply wounded. It's true, some people seem to be in a position of what we call privilege, but we have to rethink that word. We get stuck on this notion of white privilege or dominant privilege as if the marginalized people want what the people with privilege have, but I want no part of it. I want no part of any illness that renders people unable to see the beauty of all our differences, the beauty of my own mixed raceness, blackness, queerness, all of the things I am. I want no part of an illness that renders me unable to connect to love. That is not a privilege. So we have to begin by recognizing that the construct of white supremacy is an illness. I don't wish it on anyone, not on myself and not on you. We have been told a lie, and our work, particularly for those of us who say we identify with this path of liberation, our work is to free ourselves of that lie, to get in there and observe that construct and the ways in which it limits our full potential. She continues, this disease keeps us from fully knowing each other, from seeing each other. Every single one of us must be, by way of our commitment to liberation, committed to being the cure. The so-called marginalized people are going to figure it out. The fact that they have joy in their hearts at all is phenomenal, given the weight that they bear in their trans bodies, their queer bodies, their disabled bodies, their neurodiverse bodies, their female bodies, their black bodies. We should celebrate them all because anyone who has insisted on liberation so that they may know joy and love represents for the rest of us the possibility, the promise that the Dharma puts before us and says, yes, liberation is possible even for you. Liberation is possible for you. I love this. Liberation is possible for all of us. And our invitation to liberation is here and now, this moment, especially this moment, with this strange new way of living, part beautiful and part simple, part terrifying, part strange. So many things wrapped up, and this wider moment, seeing again, all over again, the promise and potential of how we can be together as a human family, one grounded in love, one striving for the worth and dignity of all people, no matter what, and seeing how far we still have to go to make that a reality. Pay attention. Like the poet said, do not fail to notice the changing, the life full and abundant already beginning by our coming together, already possible by the promises we make to give and receive, to become more together, to forgive again and again the falling short that is always already here. Here we find ourselves among the courageous. Here we find ourselves in this beloved community, working for justice. Here we find ourselves in this beloved community of memory and hope, with this choice before us, this choice to bless or curse this world. And on some level, it seems obvious. Of course, we choose to bless the world. But think of how you have been processing this difficult time. Think of how you've been feeling. Think of how you have been talking about this moment. For me, right now, this moment, choosing to bless the world means that I will lift up the story of leaders, of teachers like Angel Hyodo Williams, who remind me of the transcending power and joy when she says the fact that they have joy in their hearts at all is phenomenal. Given the weight that they bear, we should celebrate them all, because anyone who has insisted on liberation so that they may know joy and love represents for all of us the possibility, the promise that says liberation is possible, even for you. Choosing to bless the world means that I will take in the fullness of this moment, and when I am exhausted, I will be exhausted. And when I want to make banana bread and share it with the world, with my neighborhood unity group, I will do that. When I want to make chalk heart art with daisies in it, a bit of an evolving personal specialty, I will do that in my driveway, tucked away so only my kids and neighbors can see. And when I want to do it out front so that every passerby can see it, I will do that too. And when the mustering of chalk art makes me even more exhausted, I will turn on the TV again for the kids, and I will take a moment with a cup of coffee on my porch, alone, if that is what I need to do. Sweet people, dear sweet people, choose to bless the world. Choose to open to this moment in its impossible complexity, in its breathtaking beauty, in its deep and abiding pain. Choose to bless the world. And like the poet said, this choice will draw you into community. The endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith, the life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us alone can save the world. Together, that is another possibility waiting. Amen.
We would be one as now we join in singing our hymn of love to pledge ourselves anew to that high cause of greater understanding of who we are and what in us is true. We would be one in living for each other, to show to all a new community. We would be one in building for tomorrow a nobler world than we have known today. We would be one in searching for that meaning which binds our hearts and points us on our way. As one we pledge ourselves to